Welcome back to the Mindcrack server, likes of which the Mindcrack, or actually, I should start this episode by saying, you heard it! And today we're going to, make an Endervator. That's what I'm calling it. I don't recall if Doc M called it that, but we're gonna make something that I saw in Doc M's New World Tour, his last episode 111, and there's a he provided the map download if you want to fly around and look at it, which is what I did. It's fairly simple. Basically, what we're gonna do is make an Endervator where you throw a Ender Eye straight up, and it's gonna hit a ceiling at basically the max block, the highest point possible, and then you're gonna fall 1 or 2 blocks down, hit a tripwire, which is going to trigger pistons beneath you, creating a floor. And then you're going to step to the left and go up to the next level. And we're going to be doing that because I am sick of climbing up this stupid ladder. And portals and log activators don't work in multiplayer. At least everything I've tried hasn't worked. They do work in single player. For some reason, although they told us that they had unified the code and all that, apparently it's not totally unified because they don't work in multiplayer. And speaking of Doc M, I logged in and there was this. Came and took some wool of these bad boys. I think he meant off these bad boys. Thanks, Doc. And he left me. Check this out. Efficiency 4, Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3. That is a very nice pick. Thank you, Doc M. That's not necessary. If you just want to come shear sheep, feel free. I mean, they grow their wool back pretty fast, so I certainly don't mind anyone coming to shear sheep. I know other people have in the past. No big deal. But hey, thanks for the pick anyway. So we're going to be adding in a Endervator. People also suggested I add a minecart elevator, which probably would be a little bit faster. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's where you create a pillar of minecarts separated by maybe 4 or 5 blocks vertical. You sit in one and you look up and you right click to the one above you and you shoot up really fast. The only problem is I've tried building those in multiplayer servers before, and the minecarts always seem to bug out and jump out of their spots. So that is not really a viable option either. And the reason I think the Endervator is going to be good is because we're going to have these isolated platforms for each level, and they're going to be floating like the lens. I don't want to have any material connection with the ground at all. The only connection should be the water shaft here. And we'll probably end up with another water shaft over here. Possibly, we'll talk about that in a minute though. Alright, but before we get into that, I want to show you a little something. So, they've announced in 1.4 they're changing the way experience and mobs work. And in 1.4, you're only going to get experience from a mob, from what I read. This is how it's going to work. You're going to get experience from a mob based on the amount of damage you did to it. So, the falling traps like the Ender, and most of the other popular mob traps are going to give a fraction of the experience. So I've started stocking up on gear. So I spent a little bit of time, and it actually didn't take me all that long. With the Ender, you can get a level 30 enchant in maybe an average of 1 every 3 or 4 minutes. So I was watching like TV or something and farming experience at the same time. So we got a unbreaking efficiency pick, efficiency, unbreaking. Those are all very nice. Got an efficiency, silk touch, and an unbreaking. I had an efficiency 4, which I used to farm a bunch of sand. Then we got protection, respiration, protection, and check this one out. Protection, aqua affinity, and respiration on one helmet. That is a baller helmet right there. Aqua affinity lets you mine stuff faster underwater, and respiration prolongs the amount of time you can stay underwater. So this is going to be like my deep diving helmet from now on. Actually, I can put these in my inventory because we're going to put those in the toolbox. I just wanted to keep them in here until I could tell you about them. Then we got a protection 3, blast protection, protection 4 here, and then 2 more feather falling boots, 1 a projectile protection 1 and 1 a normal protection 1. These are still hanging on by the by the bare skin of their teeth, but they're about to break. But I have replacements. So let's see. This is this one goes here. This one goes here. Okay, this is getting a little cramped. That can go there. Silk Touch comes there. Wow, this is really getting cramped. I guess we'll do it like that. And I'll organize them later, actually. And that's the new one from Doc. These are all my fortune picks. I have a lot of the dumb things. And armor. You know what? I'm gonna organize this later. We got this stuff to do, man. But I did want to show you all the stuff I got. Let's see. We got a sharpness 4 sword. Look at this guy. Bane of Arthropods. Knockback 2, Fire Aspect 2, Looting 3. What a weird combination. This is now my, I broke my other Looting 3 sword, so this is now my meat harvesting and spider killing sword, which, it's a little awkward with the Fire Aspect because I end up with cooked ones, which I don't think benefit from looting when they get killed by, fire. Unfortunately. Knockback, Sharpness, Sharpness, Sharpness. Then we got Power 3. Power 4, and look at this bad boy. Power 4, Flame 1, Punch 2. This was the best thing I got from all those things that I enchanted. Yesterday, I guess it was when I did it. I'm not going to use that right now, though. I don't. It's kind of a waste on a multiplayer server. If this was a like a super hostile, I would be all over that bad boy. Or if we were in ultra hardcore, man, that would be a game changer. But we're not, so whatever. And we are alone. Is it nighttime? It is. Let's get rid of this stupid rain and then talk about the Endervator. Alright, so we are going to be creating a series of platforms. We are sitting at Y elevation 235. This is where the Endervator is going to be on this level, the top floor. And we are also on Z coordinates. We want it to line up with this path. So it needs to be centered on Z coordinate 3012. So what we're going to need to do is line it up and figure out where we want it to end up down here. That's probably going to be the most difficult part. First, let's look over here. I was messing around with the one on Doc's World Tour. And the one he's got set up, I think it goes 27.5 blocks because his platform you stand on to throw upwards is on a half slab. So you can do multiples of 27 or 28 blocks. So if we start at Y coordinate 235, these are the Y coordinates where each different platform would be at. And I wrote all these out without thinking about the fact that we're going to need to go up some stairs because of the way it's built, which it'll make sense once I start making it. But so let's say we've got the tripwires right here, just as a quick example. Tripwires here, and the pistons will be creating the floor right here. So we're going to land here. There's going to be wiring and such, and we're actually going to have some stairs take us 2 blocks above, because I fiddled around with it enough to know exactly how I want to make it, because mine's going to be slightly different. For one thing, Doc's is only goes up 1 level, and mine's going to have to go up multiple levels, and hopefully all the way down to the mine. So after I fiddled with it, I realized we're actually going to be going in increments of 30 blocks. So these are the numbers we want. And look at here at the very bottom. This is actually good because with these other two, it was going to be really awkward getting down to the mines, which is at level 5. So we either would have had to build up to a platform at 11 or have had like a real short level of only 14 blocks. Here we still have a shorter level of only 20 blocks. But that's not really important. What's important is that we need to figure out how far away the platform is going to be when we come up. I would like it to be something like when you first walk up and your first shot of the lens. I want it to be something like this. You see how you can see like the whole thing? It's framed nicely within your screen. At least if you're in a, I guess it depends on your field of view, but most people put it on normal. So I think something like this would be ideal, but we're gonna have to work it out with what's actually possible down there and what looks nice there. And we'll probably move my nether portal to be right next to it so that you pop out right next to the Endervator. Okay, so these are the values we're interested in lining up with, and we also have to line up with Z coordinate 3012. Okay, and then let's see, my preferred, let's also get an X coordinate, like my preferred X coordinate. I don't think this may not be actually practical to do it way out here, but we'll say 608. All right, so let's go down there and look around at different coordinates that are possible. I probably should have restocked my supply here. All right, so right now we're at 112. The closest value we could line up with is 115, which is here. So if we wanted to have a platform on the top of the hill, it would be right here, but this is way too close. We need to go this way more. The next one down is 85. Let's see, where is 85 going to be? Way back here. Whoop, hey, oh. Right here. Here's 85. And we are at X597. So we're farther away than I wanted to be, which is fine. This is probably a good range. Yeah, let's get it on 312 though on the Z coordinate, because that's where we definitely need to line up with this. So we could put it sort of, I could build this little hill right here. I could build this up. Let's see. What do we need to be at? 85? Right here. And we need to be at Z 3012. Come on. Something like this actually might be okay. I thought about possibly having the Endervator pass through the sheep pen area so that you could get in there easier, but it's not going to line up properly to be on that center line of the 3012. This may be a good value here. Let's see, what's the next one down is 55. Let's go look at what's possible for that. We're at 64 still, 63, so we'd have to go down 8 more blocks. That's not going to happen. So I would say that up here on this hilltop, we're going to need to do some terraforming to get that to work, but that seems to be the best option to sort of meet all the criteria I'm looking for, to be on the right Y height, the right Z coordinate to line up with the path, and to be far enough away to get that overall view. So we end up with, just for this video's sake, we're going to say we start here and we're not going deeper. We can add that later if we want. But we're going to ender pearl up to here, then there, then there, then there, then there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps. So this is going to be our launching platform here. We're going to make this out of our spruce wood. Okay. So we're going to launch up from there. And we'll worry about all this later. making it pretty. So we're going to launch from here. Then we need to go up there and build our platform with the pistons, and I will build the first basic one on camera, and then I'll do the rest off camera because it's going to get repetitive. So we're going to end up here. So we're going to need pistons. Let's see, we're going to need one there. We're just going to push a wood block there. And similarly, we're going to need 2 on this side. 2 on this side. The one on Doc's World is, I think it's just 2 by 2, maybe something like that. This one's going to be 2 by 3, so it's going to be a little bit bigger. But it needs to be 3 blocks wide for mine to match the path up there. So let's see, it's going to push into there, piston there, leaf there. Whoops! Oh no! Oh no! There we go. Let's see. Then this one is going to push into here. So pistons there. Whoa! Whoa! Lag. Okay, then we can replace all of these with the dark wood. And I messed around with this a little bit in creative. So this may take me a little bit to remember exactly how I made this. I made it a little different from the one at Doc's, but we're going to use a little block update switch with these guys, and then I think I put stairs all around. Maybe I should hold off before I use those, but we're going to use sandstone for the outside to match the lens. And let's see. Trying to remember exactly. Well, I'll edit it later if I can't remember exactly how it works. I think I did something like this. We're gonna have the redstone here, and the trip cords, trap wire, whatever the hell they're called, will be at the next level up. This ladder is actually in a bad spot. I'm gonna have to demolish it if I want to do all of this on camera. We actually don't need that. And with most things, we're gonna try to get this functional today and make it look pretty later, but I kind of already have an idea of what it's gonna look like actually. So this comes back here like this, like that. So there's going to be a what is it called? Tripwire? I don't. Tripwire. There's going to be a tripwire that's going to trigger this wire, this redstone here. Block update is going to, it's going to open and close this, which is going to cause an update to this, which is going to push into here. These are going to be triggered directly, and I'm wiring it up in this specific way. Actually, I think this ladder's okay for right now. I'm wiring it up in this specific way so that if you hit either tripwire, it doesn't matter. It will still, let's see, it'll trigger both of them, basically. I think I did something like this. I don't remember. Let's just make it up as we go. Like that. And then we're going to need you right there and right there. Right there and right there. And then we will need our tripwires and string. And before we hook them up, we're going to make it very dark. We're going to break out the middle because it's going to be closed. So we want guys there, and then we're going to put string across the middle, like so. Pa-pow! And if you don't, you could hook it up without the update switches and just have it go along the back here. lower than this. But when you do it like that, this is the simplest way I found to get it so that if you hit either side of these, it triggers all 6 pistons. But anyway, we're going to be doing this on every level. And then we need the roof to hit, and then we can test it real quick because it shouldn't be that hard. Let's see. The roof height is important. If you're this must be too low. Not gonna be able to get out. Like so. You know what? I haven't played around with tripwires. Can you trigger these with an item? Oh, you can. That's cool. Oh, we may have to play with dispensers and tripwires at some point. No, stop! No, don't hit Q. You're supposed to be hitting W. Whoops. Alright, so those are set. We don't need these on the bar anymore. Let's eat some food. And let's see. What did I have next? Oh, if we go up this way... I'm trying to remember exactly how I had this. Stairs out. We go up 2. Oops. So I'm not quite totally used to that. Wow! Damn it! No, I did it again. Yeah, aim for the bottom. There. Now we're at. Let's see. We're at 115 here. We're gonna go up 2 and put down our next platform. And then we're gonna jump up 28 to the next one. Okay, but that should all work. Let's test it out. We're gonna start here. Ender pearl up. Ooh, we didn't hit that. Let's see here. We're at 85. Okay, that ceiling must be 1 block too high. Let's go see if we can edit this to make it work. It seemed like I couldn't get out of that space with the ceiling 1 block lower. I thought it was supposed to be that low, but maybe... Here, let's put this here. Let's put some corners in. Whoa, stop it. Oh, I can't have that there. Oh, that's right. Okay. I'm sort of remembering how I fiddled around with this as I make it. So I had the corner like this and like that so that I could have a full square there. Oh, look, I made it differently. Whoops. Okay, put this guy there and that guy there. So if we drop that, I know this works because I made it work. Now we can't get out. We can get out this sideways, but that's no good. Let me go look in creative, see what I did wrong. I think I have that all sorted out. I built it 2 blocks lower. Let's hop down here. Another thing to figure out is how we're gonna get down. If people come to visit me, and let's say they get, whatever reason, they run out of ender balls 3 platforms up, we're gonna have to maybe put a safe fall down here or something to that effect. Anyway, rebuilt. Let's test it properly this time. It should work. Okay, so you come up here to the platform, ender ball up, smack, go to the next floor and do the same thing. And this is just the framework, but it's functional. So what I'm going to do now is build the next 1, 2, 3, the next 4 levels. Same thing, and then we'll do a test of the whole thing. Okay, check that off the list of things we gotta do today. That's every level, and like anything else, after I've done it once or twice, that pattern is pretty quick to repeat. Let's do a test run. I have 8 ender balls left. As soon as we... Uh-oh, I think I aimed wrong. I did. So, as soon as I finish this test, we're gonna have to move some boxes to the base of this thing. And I think the next thing I'll do is probably terraform the land so that we can get up here easier. Maybe some stairs might be in order. Okay, look at this crazy thing. Alright, let's try it. Hey, zombie. Okay, here we go. So you just look straight up, and I like this design because you can just walk forward the whole time. I'll show you how. Okay, walk forward until your reticule is at the center of the next one. And toss. And just keep looking up. Don't walk too far forward because you will fall off. Whoop, and every once in a while you get a little jitter like that, but no big deal. And you want to keep it centered. So that you hit the side, but then we're up here. Just like that. Okay, so then we got two things to do. We need to put some some chests full of ender balls down there. And we need to terraform the land. Okay, I think we're done. I tried a few different details, but I think we're going to keep it simple for this staircase, at least for now. We may try some fiddly stuff later. And we're actually going to have to finish this video up shortly. We're going to have to wait to put the finishing touches, hide the pistons and wiring, all that kind of stuff until another video. Because I'm running out of time for this video. We got a redstone torch here at the top from the launch pad. Last thing we need to do is put down the boxes that will hold the ender pearls. Let's see. I thought about putting them under here and then doing something like this. I don't know if I'm gonna like the way that looks, but let's give it a shot anyway. The problem with this, you can see the lamp. You can see the switch under there. Don't like that. Let's try something else. And damn it, I want that box. Give me that box back. Oh, this shovel. I have an overpowered shovel here. Fill this back in. Replace that. And let's pick these up. I don't think we're going to be doing it this way. Put this back and the sandstone back to highlight where the stair is. I had this as the dark wood before, but I think it's better to highlight the sort of the access and the way you're supposed to move around it if you put sandstone there to sort of make a little lip effect here. Anyway, so we need to put the boxes down. We could do, actually, let's do something like this. How about, let's try this. Let's try this. Are you ready? Let's try this. Yeah, I like that. Then we have a consistent 1 block wide lip around the outside here. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so I put that there so I can quickly transfer. And I just like having those things everywhere. Then we can put lots of ender pearls in these boxes. And now, not just for me, but when other people come to visit the lens, they will be able to get to the top quickly, conveniently, without muss or fuss. Now let's put some in this box so it doesn't feel left out. And we need to give it a sense of purpose. Oh, let's put them in here. Yeah, you can have 2 more. No, actually, I'm going to keep that one for me. And then let's... Ooh, whatever. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, let's use it one last time just for fun. Because it's a new shiny toy that we're proud of, we're happy with. We can now get up to the lens in much less time than before. Thank God, man, that ladder. Whoa! Oh, okay, one last thing. One last thing I want to do before we end this video. We're going to finally get rid of this ladder and that the other ladder right over here that we just built to build this thing. And we're going to isolate all these things. And the lens is going to be truly floating for the first time since we started construction on the thing. So let's do that now. And I'll show you what that looks like when I'm done. Okie dokie, all done. everything done that we're gonna do today. Alright, whatever. Here we go, check it out. Free floating, freestanding, floating in midair for the first time ever. All ladders destroyed. All we have is this floating chain of tiny little islands that we're gonna make look pretty later. Ooh, actually, maybe I should have kept those ladders for a little bit longer. It's gonna be hard to get to the underside of this guy without building. I'm gonna have to build another one. Oh well, you know what? When I do that, I'm gonna make a pillar out of sand and just knock it all down with a torch at the bottom. That's what I'll do. Okay, never mind. So we've got this floating thing up here, finally. I think how long have I been working on this? 30-some videos now, something like that. And it's finally floating. We have a pristine landscape, sort of, with this floating monstrosity above. Alright, I'm very pleased with our progress. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Next time, I think we may do some villager trading next time. And still waiting to get in touch with Vintage Beef about the caving challenge. So I'll keep you updated on that. That'll probably be sometime next week if it happens. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.